telling his disciples, I'm going, and it looked like he was going, somewhere to build a house. But no, what he was saying was, when I go away, I'm preparing a place for you, which means that you're going to have to then step up into your position. But what he was telling them was that what I have put in you, that's the final piece. You got the knowledge, you got the spirit. We know how to have church. We know how to shout. We know how to sing. We know how to have programs. But when we step into our position as the children of God, speaking those things that be not as though they were, realizing that we are God in the flesh, that he lives in us just like he did Jesus, then that mansion that we're supposed to be, the man Zion, the word Zion was when in Psalms they said, how can we sing a strange song, sing a song in a strange land? They required of us a song from Zion, because Zion was the place where they had enjoyed life and they enjoyed the land, they enjoyed God, and then they were taken out of their land and made slaves, but they wanted them to sing like they were free still. So that man Zion, that mansion that we are to embody, is not just talking about some house carved in the sky. It's embodying a life that is prosperous. And when you get with God, you can buy as many mansions as you want. That becomes boring. Material things, to the child of God, material things will become boring to you. Gold and diamonds, you'll be able to get so much of that stuff, ain't but so much you can wear at one time. You won't even get a diamond, won't even matter. Then you do like the rich folks. You go and buy you a $20,000 Rolex watch, because you know it ain't nothing else to get, or get a $100,000 one. And then you get, you got the best shoes. That way you ain't got to worry about somebody saying, well, have you seen this style right here? Baby, I got the best. Ain't no need of me going nowhere. And then Leroy Thompson said, get a drug dealer a headache. He get out of his car and look at your car and say, man, what you doing? I know the Lord. That's what I'm doing. But we have made it, we've almost made it a favorite pastime of the church to be broke. God don't want you to have all that. Why? What's wrong with it? You mean to tell me he don't want me to have it and I'm out here struggling trying to get it? What? If God thought the money was going to mess what we say, the devil. If the devil thought the money was going to mess it up, he'd have dumped a truck over there, y'all. So it ain't about money, it's our mind. Jesus came on the scene. Then he told his disciples, he said, it's expedient that I go away. Because if I don't go away, the Comforter, what's the most comfort in the world except for realizing that you and God are one? If that ain't comforting, wait a minute, I take that back. That could be uncomfortable because we don't know who God is. First, you got to know who God is. You got to know that he is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. He is all the power, all the glory. God encompasses everything. There's nowhere we can get that we can go out. So we got to know who God is. Then when we know that we're one with God, then it becomes very comforting. It can be a little bit upsetting because once we realize what resources we had and didn't use, we got some catching up to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Catch up. Catch up. It said, I think it was in Romans, it's high time that we awake out of sleep. For our salvation is nearer to us than when we first. God is closer to us than when we first believed. We had God off in the sky in heaven, and we just want to go to heaven. Lord, just get me out of here. This old earth ain't my home. Lord, I'm going to heaven. Then the scientists got this telescope, kept looking, couldn't find it. Well, it's invisible, preacher. Well, if it's invisible, it say it has streets of gold and crystal waters and trees with leaves with healing of nations. But is it an invisible tree? We have to ask ourselves, my scientific mind asks these questions. Well, where is this place? And why would God put it so far off when we're here? And then why would he make it be that I can't have heaven here and I don't want to die and go to the other one, so I'm just stuck right here in the middle, in purgatory. We're not stuck. God, there's one of the synoptic gospels that was not put in our Bible, but it's still writing to the disciples, that says that heaven is spread out all over the earth,